You often read news about large amounts of ice melting every year due to reasons like climate change and global warming. But what if all the glaciers in the world were to melt at once? What would happen if the world suddenly faced such a scenario? In this video, we will examine this topic. The situation you've described is related to the melting of freshwater ice, with 99% of it being located in Greenland and Antarctica. As this ice melts each year, it contributes to the rising of sea levels. The consequences of ice melting pose several dangers. Coastal cities around the world are at risk of disappearing, and up to 40% of the global population might be forced to abandon their homes. Considering that over 100 million people live along the coastlines of continents at levels just 1 meter above sea level, the magnitude of the danger becomes clearer. If sea levels rise by 1 meter, when the people living in these areas are forced to move to other settlements, the population of the receiving areas will increase more than intended. Consequently, as the available land for agriculture diminishes in the displaced areas, water scarcity will increase, and a clean environment will be compromised. Hunger, thirst, and communicable diseases will make life more challenging. If people living in coastal areas 1 meter above sea level wish to remain there, they will have to spend trillions of dollars on constructing concrete barriers to protect against sea encroachment. The reliability of such measures is also questionable. As a result of global warming, if only a small portion of the ice melts, causing a 1 meter rise in sea levels, the coastlines of countries like Bangladesh, Vietnam, Egypt, the Netherlands, Denmark, and parts of the United States, such as Florida's shores and Manhattan, will be submerged, rendering them uninhabitable. Additionally, some oceanic island nations will be wiped off the map. Glaciers in high mountains like the Himalayas, Alps, Andes, and Rockies are also experiencing accelerated melting. Experts unanimously agree that a significant portion of mountain glaciers will melt in the next 50, 100 years. The melting of mountain glaciers will cause sea levels to rise by 30 centimeters, putting millions of people along coastlines in precarious situations. The real danger will emerge from the melting of the Himalayan glaciers in Asia, which currently provide clean and potable water for 1/6 of the world's population. When approximately 1 billion people in the Himalayan region are forced to migrate due to the scarcity of clean and potable water, that's when the true chaos will begin. While chaos unfolds on the surface of the earth, equally perilous events will take place underground. The rising saline water will infiltrate underground aquifers located inland, diverting towards nearby freshwater aquifers. Drinking water supplies, irrigation systems, and power plant cooling systems will be devastated. The ice in Greenland and Antarctica is composed of fresh water, so when these ice sheets melt, 69% of the world's freshwater resources will directly mix with the oceans. This will result in damages to ocean currents and water cycles. For instance, as everyone might remember from their high school geography classes, the Gulf Stream is a powerful current that brings warm air to northern Europe. However, the influx of fresh water will dilute and potentially slow down or even halt this current. According to some experts, temperatures in northern Europe will drop as a result, potentially leading to a mini ice age. Not all freshwater ice on Earth is located in Greenland and Antarctica. The remaining 1% of freshwater ice is situated inland on continents. The Himalayan glacier poses one of the significant threats due to its presence of toxic chemicals such as dichlorodiphenyl trichloroethane, DDT. Scientists have discovered that glaciers like this can store such chemicals for decades. When this glacier melts, the toxic substances will mix with rivers, lakes, and underground reservoirs, contaminating everything in its path. The remaining 1% portion, mostly located underground, includes the majority found in the frozen Arctic tundra, where the ground is frozen. Permafrost, which can remain frozen for over 2 years, contains organic matter. The biggest concern with the thawing of permafrost is mercury contamination. It is estimated that around 15 million gallons of mercury are stored in Arctic permafrost. The organic matter in frozen soil is quite palatable food for microorganisms. After these organisms complete their digestion process, they will emit carbon dioxide and methane, which are among the most potent greenhouse gases. Scientists predict that this process could potentially double the current levels of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. This would translate to a temperature increase of 3.5 degrees Celsius compared to the present day. Saying goodbye to the potential mini ice age in Europe, we will also witness the disappearance of rivers and lakes worldwide. Due to elevated temperatures, these water bodies will evaporate, leading to massive droughts and desert-like climates. The excess water evaporating into the atmosphere will result in the formation of extremely powerful storms, floods, and hurricanes. Following all of this, massive migrations will begin towards Canada, Alaska, the Arctic and Antarctic regions. While these scenarios might seem impossible now, if the warnings of scientists regarding global warming and climate change continue to go unheeded, a not-so-distant future could indeed see the Earth facing these scenarios. Unless the escalation of natural disasters triggered by global warming, such as glacier melting, rising sea levels, droughts, desertification, hurricanes, erosion, landslides, floods, and forest fires, is contained within acceptable limits of greenhouse gas emissions, these events will continue to intensify. The situation will lead all societies worldwide into events of chaos, including hunger, thirst, migration, and conflict. However, we must acknowledge that the world will ruthlessly attempt to restore its balance, disregarding the threats to human and other living beings' existence, and even causing the extinction of many species, all in a relentless effort to re-establish its disrupted equilibrium. Our planet will face critical issues concerning climate and fundamental systems that we cannot afford to ignore. If the necessary measures against global warming are not taken urgently, the rapid melting of glaciers will lead to problems that will test our adaptability like never before, presenting us with unprecedented dangers and challenges. This might indeed be a pivotal moment in human history. Consequently, addressing climate change should be considered a priority issue, at least as important as matters of development, education, and healthcare for societies. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more content, you can subscribe and support me. Take care and stay safe.